Hey up, y'all. Fruity here. Right now, Cyraxs is going through a little bit of a moment. You see, something unprecedented has happened in the Raxiverse. What happened was, he made a new channel. Nothing new, right? Well, instead of getting like 30 subs and this channel immediately dying, somehow Cyraxs got this channel to over 1,000 subscribers. You heard that right, folks. Cyraxs, as of the making of this video, has a channel with more subs than mine. Alright? Isn't that sad? That people are subscribing to Cyraxs and not a lot of people to me. Hit that subscribe button. Maybe join my Discord server that's linked in the description too. Uh, but, but either way, Cyraxs is, this channel hasn't come without its pitfalls, I'm gonna say. Cyraxs decided to not only use this channel to live stream and do all his normal stuff, but also have a podcast for the first time, where he actually came up with a decent name for the podcast. As much as I hate to admit it, calling a podcast the Second Chance Podcast, and his name being that infamous, not a bad idea, Cyraxs. But what is a bad idea was your audio quality and the overall quality of your podcast. We're not gonna go into that because honestly, it's not as funny as what he's about to say in this video I'm gonna show you. So one of the guys Cyraxs had on his podcast was one of the stupidest people I've ever seen come into the lolcowverse who isn't a cow. This guy decided to gain Cyrax's trust, which is it's not a good idea, and it's something that's hard to do, and yet he still did it. And not only did he do this, but he decided to go on the podcast with Cyraxs as a clout chaser. And what ended up happening to this guy is he himself became a lolcow. I'm not going to show any of this guy's voice clips or his rage outs, because honestly, you should go look at that yourself. Steve from Machete Squad has a little bit of a stream where he trolled this guy, and it's pretty damn funny the way he freaks out. Go check that out. I may or may not link it in the description. But either way, let's see what Cyraxs has to say about why he's no longer friends with this obvious troll.
I'm here to make an announcement that I will no longer be showing support for Cyraxs in any way, shape, or form. And Cyraxs, do not take this personal. Not all the way personal. But to those of you that were trying to, I do apologize for not seeing that. Earlier tonight, I went back and looked at some of his videos, and I did not like what he stands for.
Now, Cyrax's morals are a really complicated and fragile thing. On one hand, some of them are absolutely nowhere where they should be. On the other, he actually has them rooted in some sense, but he will absolutely throw out all of that sense if it means trying to own the trolls in any way, shape, or form. Which, whenever he does that, it doesn't end up working out for him. So, what do you think this guy did for Cyraxs to disown him? I really want you to think about that for a second, because what he says the guy does is blurred out, and I really can't say the word on YouTube. All I'm gonna say is it's something that Germany did in the 1940s. But he gets it confused with, instead of it being towards a certain population that it should be, it's towards Americans as a whole. And it's kind of funny that he says that. So whenever you hear out that blurted word, all I'm going to say is to in your head, replace it with the word termite. Alright? Just in your head. Whenever there's a not blurted out, a censor that the guy who re-uploaded this, by the way, thank you to whoever did that. It's not, to my knowledge, it's not the normal people re-uploading this, it's some new person. Just replace that censor with the word termite in your head, and you'll get a pretty clear picture as to what he's saying.
I do not like how he our troops, how he all of America. I'm not okay with that. Volition, one thing you need to understand is this. My dad served in the United States Army.
Oh, bullshit, Cyraxx! Your dad didn't serve anywhere. The only thing he served was time in prison. Alright? You know the person he's talking about is this supposed stepfather whose name he took and sullied completely. And I even had a video in my Cyraxx playlist as to that guy confronting Cyraxx. And it's horrible. Cyraxx might not even have the name Wilkins soon. All Rupel did was serve time in prison, and even if your your biological dad, somehow did serve, it doesn't in any way allow you, give you the right to say or do the things that you do and say that as an excuse, because you're still a horrible person, regardless if it's true or not.
For over 14 years. He was 82nd Airborne Division Staff Sergeant, United States Army. He retired when I was 12. And for you to our troops like that, it's not okay. And for you to sit there and say that Americans are bad, that all Americans are bad, that's not okay. Have I said some out-of-pocket things before? Yes, but I have apologized for them. And as for you guys...
Cap! I accuse you of cap, Cyraxx, because I have never heard you actually apologize for something that people wanted you to apologize for. And one of the things that you really should apologize for is not something you said, but what you did. And one of the things that you did was what you did to Billy. I really shouldn't say what he did to Billy. If you know anything of the Cyraxx lore, you know what Cyraxx did to Blind Billy, and the ramifications that have been felt since that incident got through to the internet.
They were trying to tell me what this guy was about. I do apologize for not going back and watching his live streams way sooner. Because when I first checked out his channel, I watched everything in the very beginning of his channel. I did not watch anything that was current. I watched the very beginning. And I'm sorry I didn't watch the newer stuff first. So Cyraxx, aka Rax Nation, or more commonly known as Chance Wilkins.
Now, here's a little conspiracy theory I want to delve into. So, a few weeks before this channel even got up, some weirdo joined my server. If you know anything about my Discord server, you'll know what its name is. And you'll know what Cyraxx just said. One of the things he said, Rax Nation, is the name of my Discord server. And that one weirdo who joined said some things and immediately got banned. Now, what I'm wondering is, this is just a little conspiracy theory I have going on in my head. Maybe it's just my minor schizophrenia acting up. But did Cyraxx steal my Discord server's name? He had no right to do that. If it's just a coincidence, well, it's a little happy coincidence, or not unhappy coincidence, as I should say. But either way, that's an all-time great clip. Rax Nation, aka Cyraxx, aka more commonly known as Chance Wilkins,
will no longer be showing my support for Volition Rax. And Volition, your kind is not welcome around my channel. Are not allowed around my channel. I will not put up with it. Especially after I've had friends and family who have died serving our country. And
Name one. Name one, Cyraxx. I really bet you can't even name a single one of their names because you didn't even care enough about them enough to even do that. You can't, Cyraxx. You really can't. And even if you did, you'd be saying their name all the time, and yet you aren't. So, that's that video out of the way. I got a little heated there. I'm sorry about that, folks. What I am not sorry about is we got a sweet opportunity on our hands. Now that Cyraxx has a certain amount of subscribers, or I want to say views or whatever. I don't know how a community tab works, but Cyraxx now has the community tab. And we're going to look at a few posts from Cyraxx's community tab, because I'm going to be honest with y'all, I just love any Lolcows community tab. It's just really fun to go over. Alright folks, so I'm here at Cyraxx's channel. As you can see, he stole the name of my Discord server right before I may or may not have changed it after seeing this. You can see right here the title of the thumbnail. I wasn't lying. He does actually at this moment have over 1,000 subs on this channel. And I'm gonna go to his community tab and I'm gonna document it. Oh, here's some cringe. Let's read. I'm gonna read this in my best Cyraxx voice.
He roll your face, not because he hates what you're in front of him, but because he hates what's behind him. Bitch. Steel sharpens steel, hardship sharpens the soul.
And you know what's BS about that, Cyraxx, is that neither of those things you've ever had. You've always constantly been hating on things in front of you, especially Marty, and especially the trolls. And you haven't been through any actual hardship yourself. And he shouts out Music Biz Marty here, reading him.
You wish you were in control. You controlling me, period. I am my own person, bitch.
I'm not gonna read what Marty says there, but oh no, it's just him complaining about Cyraxx's channel. And he posted a meme.
2025 together returns.
I don't know any context behind this image.
Ooh, what's so sad about all you haters and trolls is you guys claim I'm the bad guy, yet you guys are the bad people. It's not me. It's because you do this for likes and views. It's pathetic. You need attention. When me, I do this to help people and inspire people. All that you do just further shows you all need me. I don't need you. I never needed any of you haters, and I never will.
Oh, this one should be good.
If you have a problem with me, call me. If you don't have my number, that means you don't know me well enough to have a problem with me.
Now, here's the problem with that, Cyraxx. It's that you can have problems with anyone online. You're having problems in this video earlier that I showed with a guy you've never met in person. And here's the final post. It's just a meme, him saying blocking negative vibes, which is ironic because all Cyraxx is negative vibes. And I'm gonna end the video there. Cyraxx's community tab, a little fun to watch. If this channel stays up or he gets another community tab, he know damn well I'm documenting that. Have a wonderful day, people. And just remember, don't subscribe to Cyraxx. And just be grateful that you're not Cyraxx.